we live, and it is 2022, our first CrucibleTV of 2022.
Let's go.
And I am so excited to be back and rocking in this new year. Jesse, did you have a good new year?
Oh, so good.
Fired
so
up?
Good.
Fired
so
up?
Fired up.
Man.
Just fired up for this year, 2022. It's going to be our best year yet, guys. It's going to be your best year yet.
Your best year yet. That's right. Kelsey popping in, Maldonado. I see Casey hopping on. Guys, I am so excited to be back and ready to rock this 2022 here with you. We're going to go beyond anything that we thought was possible this year. I just got this feeling. I got this energy. Man, let's do it. Bryce, I see you hopping in here. Rob, what's happening, babe? I see everybody hopping in. I love the hearts. I love the energy. Let us know that you're watching. Sometimes it doesn't tell us who's watching, so let us know you're watching. Let us know if there's something that we say that resonates real well. So, guys, we're going to dive right into it because we don't want to delay. We don't want to delay, and we want to get you off and moving and grooving on the best year yet right away. So let's get it going. And Kelsey, thank you so much. Yeah, we literally just had somebody come in to deliver here. Let me say right there. We had somebody.
This is cool, guys.
Yeah, so what?
This is really cool.
What, Kelsey? I was blessed. So we had somebody just drop off the top 50 in Frederick. So I ended up winning I was one of the top 50 young professionals under 40. But that's, I only bring this up because A, Kelsey, you brought it up, and B, it's an awesome opportunity for me to highlight somebody like a Jesse and my dad who's behind the screen over here and a bunch of other people who have been on this journey with me for so long, right? It's not like my photos in here, but I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing if it weren't for guys like Jesse, if it weren't for people like my dad, if it weren't for other mentors and people like that in my life that have poured into me and allow me to do what it is that I do. So, Kelsey, thank you for I received that. I thank you, but it's a team award.
This guy's a humble guy over here.
It's a team award.
This guy's a humble guy.
But it is. I wouldn't be able to do it without somebody like that.
Hey, I'm going to just take the moment right now since you brought it up, and I'm going to make this pretty quick because I know we got stuff to talk about. But this guy right here, all right, he's introduced this Cherish the Challenge thing that has changed so many people's, so many families' life, and is just shining a bright light every single day. And I couldn't be more proud of my buddy right here and my teammate and my mentor and all of the above. So thank you so much, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Boom.
Thank you.
Love it. So we're going to get into it. And yes, I agree, Kevin. It is a great team. So here we go, Tristan hopping in. Everybody hopping in because it's a snow day out there. Snow day. No better way to invest your time. No better way to invest your time than right here on Crucible TV.
Let's go.
So here we go. Today, we are starting a new 6-week, I said it, 6-week dive into the foundations.
That's right, baby.
Into the foundations of what it takes to create your best year, your best life, and making 2022 your best year ever. Now, we're going to dive into something. We created something this year called the Going Beyond Planner, the 2022 edition. It's on Facebook. Shoot me a DM if you want more information. But we created this planner to help you make this year better than anything that you've ever thought was possible. We want you to go beyond what you believe is possible. So often we see people not achieving what it is that they want to do because they don't shoot high enough and they don't believe that it's possible. And we want to let you know it is possible. And so we lay out a framework. So part of what we're doing here over these next 6 weeks is actually diving into that planner, diving into some of the different pieces of that planner. If you want to get the planner, we have a sale going on till Sunday. 20, it's like 50% off. 50% off for the planner. Be sure, hit the link if you're on Facebook. Hit the link. Let us know. Nick, what's happening, baby? I see you. Hit the link. Grab yours. If you want the link sent to you, DM us right here on Instagram. I'll shoot you the link. You can get the discount, 50% off. We'll get you rocking and rolling.
Guys, how much did you say the planner costs?
It ends up, it's $22 for 2022. 22 for 22. Right?
There's no bias here. I mean, this is the best $20 that you could spend right here. I mean, talk about $20 spending to make this your best year yet and set a vision on what you want to accomplish. I was going through it. I got my planner, and I'm still working on it. It's challenging me, but I literally feel like I was working on it, sitting in Panera Bread, and I was getting some stuff done, and I felt like Coach Ron was talking to me, reading it off the paper. And yeah, it literally will walk alongside you guys. It is literally the best $20 you could spend to set the tone for your year.
So there we go. Grab the link. If you want the link, DM us right now. We'll get it going. Anyway, we going. We're moving on. The first pillar of the foundation that we're talking about is the physical side. The physical side of the foundation, right? I did a little research. On foundations, right? Like a random thing.
Why are foundations so important?
I'm going to tell you why they're so important. The foundation is going to be the thing. The skyscraper is never going to be able to achieve what it is that we dream up if we don't have a sure foundation. I was looking at some of the tallest foundations in the world, or the tallest buildings in the world, and checking out what their foundations look like. So there's a, I think it's in China, there is a 2,000 foot tall building, 200-story building, and the foundation goes 300 feet into the ground. That's a 30-story building below ground before we ever get going up, right? That's fascinating to me. But the whole point to that being, if it didn't have such a strong, sturdy foundation, it wouldn't ever be able to reach the heights that we want to reach. If we want to achieve something great, we have to have a sure foundation. We can only last so long on working really, really hard or putting a whole bunch of energy into it and just trying and gritting and going. Like, there's going to be a breakdown at some point the higher we get. I want to make sure that we set the foundation now here in January, February, March, so that way that the second half of the year, the second, third, and fourth quarters of the year, we can be primed and ready to go for greatness. I don't want that to fall apart because we didn't do the work up front. Danielle, what's happening? I see you hopping in here. So the physical side of the foundation is so important, right? Mm-hmm. Big surprise. We're a gym, we're a fitness, we're a training facility. It's important, but you guys all know, if you're not moving, you're not feeling good, right? You can only go as far as your physical side can take you. Mm-hmm. When you don't have, we're talking about health right now. When you don't have your health, the only thing you want is your health. When you can't move, all you want to be able to do is move. It's something we take for granted, but we need so incredibly much to be able, mentally, physically, all that stuff. We need it. We need the physical side. So the first thing that we're going to dive into on the physical side, the first thing you got to do to shore up your foundation on the physical side, we got to work out. And Jesse brought this up. He made a great point. I'll let you make the point. What do we want to do instead of just working out, Coach?
So this is the thing, guys, right? We don't want to just work out. When I think workout, we're just checking a box. You know, I'm gonna work out. Maybe I set this time to work out. Okay, I'm gonna get it done. No, have a goal, have a purpose, right? We step into the gym, right? Make sure there's a why, there's a purpose behind everything you do. We're not just working out, we're training, okay? We're not just checking a box, we're getting the most out of it. So part of laying that physical foundation down is making sure that, hey, this is the purpose of why I'm training today, and that actually puts purpose into what you're doing, you know? A physical foundation is moving with a purpose, training with a purpose. So if I'm running a Spartan race in July 11th, I want to make sure my training sessions, or I'm laying the foundation down physically to be able to move and do that. You know, if I want to throw, you know, we have a lot of baseball guys in the gym. If I want to throw the ball 90 miles per hour, pain free, let's make sure we're training with the purpose to do that. So it could be whether it's weight loss or whatever that goal is, make sure there's a purpose behind what you're doing.
One of my favorite goals that I ever had when I trained somebody back years ago, her entire purpose for training was she wanted to get back into the garden. Mm-hmm. She wanted to get back into her garden, and she wanted to be able to pick the bags of mulch up and carry it and work. right? So we weren't working out. No, we were training to be able to get her back into doing something she loved to do that she couldn't do because the physical part of her foundation was crumbling. And so we had to shore up that foundation. We had to give her the strength. We had to do that. So the challenge to you today, step number one in shoring up that physical sound foundation is create that goal of where it is that we're heading, but then get to working out. The physical side, we got to physically be strong. We got to physically be healthy. Physically moving, physically grooving, baby. Sound good?
Sounds good. I'm
Cool.
excited.
You know we like that one. You know we had to hit it off the new year that way.
Heck yeah.
Okay, step number 2, Travis B, I see you in here. Step number 2, it's got to be no surprise. You got to eat right. You got to eat right. Physically, we got to fuel the body.
Nutrition, guys.
Nutrition. And I know it's like, oh no,
not talking about eating again.
We're clicking off already, right? No, we got to eat right. We got to eat right. And I know that's no surprise, but my question is, if you know what we were going to say, A, are we doing it? And if not, why aren't we doing it?
And I want to challenge you guys, and I hope this gets you excited when I bring this up here. But we always talk about your mindset here. And believe it or not, nutrition, recovery, training, all those performance factors, there's a mindset behind all of them. You know, so nutrition, it's a mindset, guys. It's a mindset. And I think something that helps me with nutrition is when I have the mindset of, hey, this food is gonna be my fuel for the day. That's normally when I have some of my most healthy behaviors in terms of what I'm putting inside my body. You know what I mean? And that's a big challenge I want to have, because we have a lot of athletes, and I could, think about this. How am I fueling myself for performance? You know, we've had some people who have challenges like, man, I know I ate crazy, I ate way too much. And we have some athletes that don't eat anything at all, that'll skip breakfast, so it's all over the spectrum. What is your mindset with nutrition? Is it, because if we're focused on, hey, I'm gonna beat myself up for eating something bad, that's some negativity right there. And I could talk about negative thoughts all day right now, but that's a negative statement right there, and that's not gonna get you better. But if you look at nutrition of, hey, what kind of nutrition is it gonna take for me to accomplish my goals? You don't have time to have a negative relationship with nutrition right there, because you have more of a fueling mindset, a more performance mindset behind it.
And again, everything we're talking about is foundation, right? We're talking about going and building a foundation for doing incredible things. If I'm building a house, I want them to use the best daggone concrete there is. I want them to take the time. I want the best ingredients for my foundation. I don't want them skipping and throwing Coke cans or whatever else in my foundation. I don't want the Coke cans. I don't want the candy wrappers that they're eating while they're working. I don't want the nails and I don't want any of that junk in there. I want good quality ingredients in my foundation. Same thing for us. Our nutrition is part of our physical foundation. We got to make sure we're putting the good stuff in, so that way we can have good stuff come out. Okay? If you need help with that, shoot us a message. We'd love nothing more than to help with that. Okay? Step number 2, nutrition. So step 1 for building a sure physical foundation, got to move, got to train. Step 2 was our nutrition. Again, no surprise there. Third one, and this one might be the one that's like, that's a little different. That might be not what I expected. I think, and this is just my thought, but I think especially in the world that we're living in right now, where it's so isolated, where we have a tendency to be on this phone or on this computer so much and so disconnected, I think it is so important that to shore up your foundation by going and having physical experiences places. I think it's important to go do things. I think it's been one of the most terrible things that we have just been so sheltered up, shut up, locked into buildings, not able to see each other. We can't see each other's faces, right? Like all this stuff. I think it's terrible, and I hate it, and I think it's destroying us quicker than we realize. So I think it's important for 2022 to have your best year yet, that we get back to having experiences, whether that's going to the beach, whether that's going to Disneyland, whether that's just going out into nature and going on a hike. We're going down to Florida later on.
Can't wait.
For a big summit. There's going to be a physical experience that happens that jazzes you up, that fuels you up, that allows you to get poured into Physical experiences matter. And that is one of the biggest things that has happened is we've lacked that over this past 2 years, right? Business is getting shut down. You can't even go have coffee with your friend. That's an experience. Can't do that because, boogeyman's going to come get you, right? We got to get our minds right. We got to go have those experiences, have those connections.
And you're talking about that going to Florida.
Florida.
Couldn't be more excited to go. And something that I've always admired about you, Coach, is that you'll go to San Diego, and I can always tell, like you said, he is filled up when he comes back. He's ready to pour out that energy, and I always admire and respect how you take time to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's a great challenge right there.
You said something
Physical
awesome
experiences.
earlier. Physical foundation. He's doing a Spartan run.
Yeah,
He's doing
July,
something cool.
Yeah,
It's an experience. It's something he's training for. It's an experience. So I'm going to challenge you. We're going to challenge you this year. Make the third pillar of this first foundation, this physical foundation, make it experiences.
And yeah.
Boom.
And I think too, maybe you bring a certain, like you're bringing me to Florida with you.
Yep.
You're bringing certain people with you on an experience.
Yep.
Maybe some experiences are outside of your comfort zone, right?
Yep.
We always talk about being outside the comfort zone and challenges right there.
That's
so
right.
That's
it. There we
is
go.
awesome.
So there we go, guys. That is pillar number one. That is pillar number one in our first message of our 6-week series that we're going to be doing here for the next 5 weeks, where we're talking about shoring up your foundation to make sure that your year starts off right. It starts off on a sure foot. So that way, whatever greatness you want to have in 2022, you can build off of a great foundation. And it's going to take planning. It's going to take time thinking about it. It's going to take setting intentions to do that. And that's why we want to do this and walk alongside you on that journey for these 6 weeks to help you shore up that foundation. Next week we're talking about the mental side. The mental side. So be sure to be here. That's the important part, right? That's the important part, especially at the beginning of the year. It's the important part. Make sure we got the physical side going. Next week, we're talking mental, and we like to talk about the mental side of things. So, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us today on Crucible TV. Again, we talking foundations. Next week's mental. Be sure to share this with somebody. If you want that link, if you want the code to be able to get your discount for the 2022 planner, shoot us a DM. It's in Facebook already. If you're on Facebook, go just click the link. It's in the description. Instagram, shoot us a DM. We'll get that to you right away. Guys, we love you. Have an amazingly blessed day. And man, go out there and make the most of this snow day. Go invest that time. Have a great experience maybe out in the snow. Guys, we love you. God bless y'all.
See you.
Peace. Let's go.